All right, so I don't normally do this kind of stuff. I'm not trying to be some like vlogger or crap. Just for people who might be interested on the 73 and the progress and things that have happened. The car is currently back together. It actually has been for about 2 months now, but I've had just a little bit of trouble with the tune. The tune's not correct. The car's not wanting to run right. It's wanting to foul plugs off. I had a head gasket issue. I somehow managed to crack a head gasket. Basically, before the car ever ran, it started to leak coolant. I had it cracked on the driver's side, just at the lower front of the head. Uh, just issues. You know, patience is a virtue, and unfortunately, I don't have a lot, so it's been kind of a trial and error. But here's the car currently as it's got the got everything back together, got the hood on, got the front, the fenders, everything back together. The car, to an extent, is running and driving. Like I said, right now it's got two plugs that fouled off. As you can see right here, I'm got these wires and stuff out. I got one laying right there, but it's a project love. Like I said, a lot of patience, and unfortunately, I didn't have any. But I have put a new rear end under the car. This one was a 243 open gear rear end, and it was causing a lot of issues on top of the tuning. Like I said, the tuning not being correct, and then the fact that it had such a tall gear in the car, it had no go whatsoever. I mean, trying to leave in first gear in this thing was just impossible, and it was to the point to where I just didn't want to drive it because I was afraid of messing something up, because it just, between the tune, between the gears, it just wasn't right. I did get the rest of the interior kind of back in the car. I'm going to do some modifications to the center console here, and then of course remount my computer and stuff, because my mount system that I kind of had in there just didn't quite pan out, and the computer kept wanting to slip down. Yeah, got new rear end under it. Did drive it around one time before it fouled the plugs off again. So, as it goes, you know, word of warning to anybody who's doing this kind of stuff, especially when you got to wait on a tuner and stuff like that. Don't risk messing something up. I pushed it, and I hope I haven't messed anything up. Like I said, it fouled some plugs off. This would be the third set that it's fouled off, and that's even after kind of a readjust on the startup tune. The car's not right. Not going to be right till it gets tuned, and I shouldn't drive the car till it's right. So right now I'm about a month out. So I'm just going to make some little adjustments here or there. I got some new bolts and stuff coming in to replace some of the older bolts that were on the car that I just didn't trust anymore. Kind of had some rust issues and stuff, and that's not, and a lot of it was like safety stuff, like the seats. I wasn't wanting to risk something happening with a seat bolt popping loose. That's just the kind of stuff you don't want to play around with. But that's kind of it. I mean, just kind of like a small update. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to do anything over the top. Just trying to give an update on how the car's going.